The missing link. It has long eluded the scientific community. Is there some sort of being that falls into the evolutionary chain and explains all of our history mysteries? That was fun. Well, this week we perform an anthropological dig as we look at the history of mankind and find that our ancestors were pretty mediocre. It's Caveman Week. Nikki chucks rocks as Chuck Rock in Chuck Rock. I hit a person with a big hunk of meat, and then later on I played a video game where I do the same thing in Caveman Warriors, and Cody gets dem bones straight from the chipmunk bodies in Prehistorik Man. I did a dig in my backyard, but all I found was my own grave. It's Cartridge Blowers, episode 119. Now his skin is for me to wear. I wish this intro was funnier this week, guys, but I have been awake for 20 hours, and it feels like I've been awake for 65 million years. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in a tar pit forever. Bye!
YNIN's Cartridge Blowers, starring Cody Coleman, Nikki Wright, Matt Krua, and no one else. Cartridge Blowers. Hello everybody, and welcome to YNIN's Cartridge Blowers, the show where we give video games a second chance to make a first impression. I'm Cody Coleman, and with me as always is Nikki Wright.
I'm Matt.
And Matt Krua.
I'm Nikki.
Spot on.
This is perfect impersonations, guys. This is great. This is the show where in the second half we play video games based around a theme. And this week the theme is prehistoric games, which is basically games heavily featuring cavemen and or dinosaurs. So,
cool.
Yeah.
I love both of those things.
I think this is actually the first time we've done this theme that the episode didn't get lost.
Yeah. Like the first time, the Cartridge Blower started in what, 2013?
I don't know. It's been a long time now. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 2014.
What have we been doing with our lives?
Playing video games. This is all recorded.
Yeah, they're fun and good and cool. But like that was episode
2.
Yeah, point 2, I guess.
Yeah. And
lost episode number 1.
Yeah. Yep.
Back when Cody was really good at editing.
Yeah, apparently. I lost like 5 episodes throughout the years, but that's okay. And that's just of this show. But anyway.
5 out of 180.
Hey, that's a lot.
And it's been a while. It's been a while since these also.
It's like 5-ish%.
Yeah, and it's been years since I've lost an episode, so we're good. Anyway.
We're jinxing ourselves.
I am.
Yeah, this is no one will ever see any of this.
We're trying new technology, so it's really.
Oh my god!
There's a good chance this could get lost.
Did we not do a test recording?
No, because I was expecting to do Hangouts, but your computer hates that right now. So.
My computer hates everything.
Yeah, but anyway.
It's almost 6 years old.
That's racist.
They're probably older than that.
Fair enough.
The hard drive is just hanging on until the sweet, sweet release of death.
Which hopefully will be soon, and you can just get a whole new system. But anyway.
Put it on a boat, set it on fire, send it out to sea. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do that. Give it a nice Viking setup.
So that's what you have to look forward to in the second half of this episode. You can watch us live kind of every other Friday on twitch.tv/cartridgeblowers, or you can watch us after the fact every 2 weeks on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/YNIN.
There's so many links below for them to click.
Yes, so many.
So many.
There's so many links. Yes.
My God.
So, but until we get along to that part, we have other things to talk about, like things we played and whatnot. Guys, did you play anything worth talking about?
No.
No, that is absolutely not true. I know.
What are you talking? People play things.
I didn't know. I decided I was gonna go cold turkey.
No more
Once,
video games?
Yeah, I decided that video games are not for me.
Okay. This
I'm
is
not
a bad show for you.
I get that, but I think I'm gonna add something that is kind of a different perspective to the show.
Okay.
In which I am just not going to say anything anymore.
Oh shit.
Oh.
There goes like
Yes.
90% of our content.
Hi, I'm gonna talk about
Hang on.
three games.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, we are. Now. Okay. And we've been canceled, guys.
Yeah. Which is weird because we're the ones that have to say in that, but I think.
oh, hold on, wait a minute. I like video games again. Okay.
Oh.
Okay,
so
good. Good.
Thank Altana.
Phew. I was afraid that hell might have frozen over.
Sure.
But luckily that place that does not exist is fire and brimstone still. So go ahead, Matthew.
So let me tell you a thing or two about 3 video games I played this week.
Sure.
Cool.
The first one is an older game, Resident Evil. I streamed all of that for the past month of October.
Like HD version.
Yeah, the HD version of Resident Evil 1. I had planned to do Resident Evil 1 and 4, but the month kind of got away from me. But I did finish Resident Evil 1 prior to Halloween, so I'm very happy.
Good.
So you can go and find all of that soon to be on YouTube. It's definitely currently on the Twitch. But that's a good game. Resident Evil's really good.
Yeah?
It's like they should make an entire series about it. Oh wait, they did. Then they should turn it into movies. No, they shouldn't because they're bad.
Proven mistake.
Yeah, very, very, very bad movies. But yeah, no, Resident Evil 1, I got a bad ending.
A bad
Oh,
ending.
no.
Well, I guess I got a mediocre ending. There's 6 different endings you can get with each character, and I played as Jill. And I got an ending where I only saved one person.
Okay.
And there were 2 people to save. And so Chris Redfield, who is like the main character of the series, canonically dies in an explosion in my Resident Evil universe.
Oh no.
Yeah, so
Well, way to go. Now there will be no Resident Evil 5 remake or
yeah, I can't play as him in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, so
Yep.
no one can. He's very bad in that game.
Dude, what if that's the way you played video games, where if you've killed them in the main series, you can't be them in any spin-offs?
Okay, I'm down with it. So
That
this
might
is
be
like
really interesting, honestly.
like kind of a meta-fictional permadeath
Yeah.
that permeates through literally everything. So oh yeah, no, you can't buy the Resident Evil movies that Chris Redfield is in
Because in your world he's dead.
And so we're setting these DVDs on fire.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah,
Cool.
you could buy them if you want further kindling, but
Okay. Which is pretty much what the Resident Evil movies are good for.
yeah, there you go.
So yeah, I played Resident Evil. I meant to talk about this last episode because technically I started playing this like about a little under a month ago.
Okay.
But it just slipped my mind for whatever reason. Cuphead.
Oh yeah.
I've heard fantastic things about that.
Yes. So Joe and I have been playing that co-op, and it's a blast. It's a really fun game. It's a run and gun shooter with hand-drawn animation in the style of like a 1920s cartoon. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
Extremely so. But you feel really good when you beat something. Like you earn your victories, and I like games like that. I'm into that. I don't know that I'd want to play it single player.
Okay.
Because even though the difficulty does step up with 2 players, having 2 people on screen means you can revive each other if you're quick enough when you die.
Oh, cool.
Because you die and then your ghost floats up to the top of the screen, and if the other player comes and hits your ghost before you float away, then you get a life essentially.
Oh, that's cool.
And which has definitely gotten us to the end of quite a few levels. It's, if you don't know anything about Cuphead, like I said, it's run and gun shooter. It's like 80% just playing boss fights,
Right
and then 20% levels. But the boss fights are stunning. It's just a really fantastic game, and I think it's like $20.
Oh, really? It's only
Yeah, it's
$20?
Something like that. It's not an expensive game. It might be 30.
Oh, I didn't know it was that cheap. That's the only reason I
Yeah.
haven't bought it. So I
Yeah,
thought
no.
it was like a normal game price.
No, it's not I don't think so. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Go Google it, viewer.
Probably still wait for a sale regardless, but I'm gonna pick it
Understandable,
up
yeah.
at some point. Yeah.
That's a guaranteed like Christmas sale game, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Maybe not like for huge discounts, but still. And so been playing Cuphead, haven't finished that yet. And then I mean, I guess we'll talk about Mario Odyssey.
Yeah. I believe at least you and I have both played it.
Okay. Oh,
Because
did you get Mario Odyssey?
yeah, man.
Oh, hell
Okay.
yeah.
So I was not going to play that game.
Yeah, I knew you weren't.
I was not going to get
Why?
it. Well, I was going to play it, but I wasn't going to get it at launch. I was going to wait until after Christmas. But then it got pretty much perfect scores across the board, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll go get that. So I got it. I've been playing it.
Cool. How far are you into it?
Let's see. I just started the lake world.
Okay.
And I did the forest world first. So,
Okay, cool.
So yeah, so I'm like fourth world or something like that. Fourth.
If you're counting like the Cap Kingdom as
Yeah.
a world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So yeah, but
So Nikki, you just bought it today.
Yeah.
I bought it today.
Okay, so you haven't even played it yet, I'm assuming.
No.
Okay, and then Cody, you're like 4 worlds in. I have beaten the game.
okay.
I
I
have
mean,
beaten.
I've seen.
Yeah.
I gotta say, like, not on the ending, but the Ruined Kingdom
Oh hell yeah.
is fucking awesome.
I wish there was more of that. There's
That
a
is
lot of
super cool.
there are a lot of kingdoms that are small, and I'm hoping that they somehow get expanded because no, that looks like fucking Dark Souls or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool looking. I would say like okay, the best world in the game is the Metro Kingdom by far. New Donk City is just
Yeah, I'm not there yet.
I've never had more fun just moving around. In fact, here's the core of my thoughts on Mario Odyssey. Obviously, it's good. Obviously, it's a great game. Like just the way you move in that game is
The
so
parkour movement,
perfect.
Like, parkour Mario, I think, is the best
Yeah.
ever.
And the hat adds so much to it. I just, once you kind of learn a lot of his, I mean, he has the entire moveset from Mario 64.
Yep.
Literally the whole Mario 64 moveset is there. And then you have a few new options. The ground pound jump is extremely useful, where you do a ground pound, and as soon as you hit the ground, you jump, and it gives you a high jump.
I haven't discovered that yet.
You can do it. It's higher than your backflip or your triple jump even.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see all of this if you press start and you go to the action. The action.
I just
menu,
haven't done that
Or
yet.
you can wait for the hat to tell you over coffee.
Yeah. When you have
Yes.
coffee with your hat.
Yes.
Yeah. And he never stops telling you tips ever, not even ever.
No, like that's the one thing. Like you can't turn those off. I don't think.
No. But yeah, the gameplay itself is really fun. Just again, some of the new moves, using the hat to bounce yourself up, or to bounce yourself up, do a ground pound jump, wall jump, and then throw the hat. Do the new dive, which you gotta master the dive. It's so good. You dive under the hat, and then do another wall jump, and then throw the hat again to give yourself a slight boost to get up on a wall you're definitely not supposed to be
talking
on.
about the moon?
I'm not, but don't want to spoil Cody too much.
Yeah. It's cool. It's cool. But if you
There's
don't want
moons
to
in
spoil
the
me, that's
game.
also okay.
Oh no, I don't want to spoil you. I just there's a place where that comes in.
Oh.
Sure.
Vegas.
Right
Yeah.
on.
I would say my favorite kingdoms are New Donk City, 100%. The Wooded Kingdom I really love just because I think it maybe has the best music in the game.
It has
Pretty good.
music that I would not have expected in
Yeah.
a forest kingdom.
Yeah, but it really works. I
Yeah.
actually just since I'm post game, I'm collecting all the moons, and I finished the Wooded Kingdom tonight. I got the very last one. So I'm sad to leave that world, but I can listen to that music anytime I want, so it's fine. Other kingdoms that are great. So New Donk, Wooded Kingdom. I really liked the Bowser world, honestly.
No, I thought that was just really cool looking. In fact,
Yeah.
like, I don't think there's a bad world
No,
just in
yeah.
general. I think they're all really creative and really vibrant in their own way. I really think that they put a lot of thought into each area. I mean,
For sure.
obviously, but like, I'm just seeing each world. I'm really impressed with how different they are from one another. Nothing feels super samey.
Yeah, no, they're all very different. I mean, it's really interesting to go from, New Donk City, which is hyper realistic in a lot of ways, to I believe the very next world is a cartoon lava food world.
Yes.
And like it's just got a completely different art style, and it's but you're still in the same game. I love all the costumes. I've unlocked so many. And it's fun to just play around and be like, oh yeah, no, I've decided I'm going to wear a ridiculous looking outfit for whatever level I'm in. My current outfit, I wear a suit and a Nintendo baseball cap.
Sure.
Because I am a millennial entrepreneur, Mario.
Nice.
And so I am going around to different starting small businesses that will fail.
Have you tapped a Wario or Waluigi amiibo yet?
I have. I played a couple levels as both of those costumes. I since I have a fairly extensive amiibo collection, I tapped all the ones that give you costumes, and of those, and by the way, if you don't have the amiibo, you can eventually unlock these things that in game. So nothing is locked behind amiibo, but you can dress as Diddy Kong.
Really?
Which is cool because that's an interesting character to add, and there's so many Donkey Kong references in the game, but like it gives you like monkey hands and no pants and a tail, and it's really strange. I don't know, every part of like I highly encourage you to look up the Diddy Kong suit in Mario Odyssey and
That's great.
be kind of creeped out by it.
Nope, I think it's great. Monkey hands and no pants. Sounds great.
I also got the wedding amiibos.
I have not seen those anywhere.
I was able to score them on Amazon. They were on sale for a hot minute. And the Peach wedding amiibo gives you a bridal gown for Mario to wear. And that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Because, if Link can spend half the game dressed as a woman, then we might as well be Mario too.
Yep.
So yeah, no, Mario Odyssey.
Costume is creepy.
Isn't it? Yeah, like hyperimpose that on screen, Cody.
Sure. Nah.
So okay, thanks. But yeah, no. So playing around with costumes is fun. Just collecting things is fun. I have seen this game described as Mario 64 2, which is, I agree wholeheartedly. This doesn't feel like Galaxy, and it doesn't feel like Sunshine. This feels like a sequel to Super Mario 64. It's like if they remade that game with modern, developments, because a lot of Mario 64 really doesn't hold up. The camera is shit.
So
The camera in this game is just fine.
Yeah.
Good.
In fact, if anything, it's too good. Thanks, snapshot mode.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of fun with snapshot mode. But like, I don't know. It really feels like you get these small, and small is a misnomer because the worlds are big. Most of them are. But you get these enclosed areas to explore, but they're all sandboxes. Whereas Mario Odyssey, Mario Galaxy, which are fantastic games, but they're more linear, and you go through the level and you get to the end of the level and the end, like a normal Mario game. And Sunshine had the sandboxy aspects, but it just wasn't a great game.
I disagree.
It's the worst Mario game.
It's one of my favorites, but I understand that I'm the weird one.
No, but I mean, like, I'm not saying it's a bad game. it's just like it's the worst Mario game.
I disagree.
What? Okay, what's the worst Mario game?
Land.
Like
Mario
on Game
Land.
Boy?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the worst 3D Mario game?
That one's hard. I have to think about it for a while.
It's because it's Sunshine.
I don't know if I would say that. I don't know if I would necessarily say any of them are not just really good. I think they're
Sure.
all really good. I
again,
like the
Mario Sunshine's
atmosphere.
not
I like the atmosphere of Sunshine a whole lot, and I think that's maybe why it's my favorite.
and you'll get that in like the Lake Kingdom. It feels very sunshiny to me.
Yeah, and I'm enjoying that so far.
I mean, that's where you're at, right, Lake?
Yeah, that's where I am right now.
Okay, because that has the enemy that you can possess that gives you pretty much the flood powers.
Oh, cool. I haven't
Yeah.
found them yet. I
Okay,
just got there 15 minutes before we recorded this. So
Sure.
when I say that that's where I currently am, I mean like I just fucking got there. So
But yeah, so that's a good segue to the enemy possession. The capturing is a cool as heck mechanic. It's really good. It's really fun to be Kirby because that's Mario is Kirby now. But also Mario is Sonic because you can definitely spin dash in this game. Like 100%, there's a spin dash.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
yeah. But it's an interesting way of going about it. Like you have to shake the controller. Do you not?
You don't have to. No, you can just tap Y.
Fair
In fact, a lot of the motion stuff you can do without actually doing the motions by just using Y.
Yeah. Though I can't.
No,
So-
actually, it's faster if you shake the controller.
Right on.
That's fine.
So
Just a random fact that I
I
along the way.
mean, I don't mind shaking. I don't mind the motion controls.
Yeah.
They're unintrusive. And like I would say they're as intrusive as they were in say Galaxy, where it was just do a little shake and you do a little extra thing.
yeah.
That's fine. But to go back to capturing, each enemy you capture has different moves and different abilities, and I've beaten the game and have not captured everything yet. that
Wow,
there is to
really?
capture. I haven't finished the list, so I'm wondering what else I'm going to find. I'm hoping there's some more classic Mario enemies because there are some neat ones that we haven't seen in a while that have shown up in this game. But like, I haven't seen any thwomps.
Aw.
I haven't seen any boos, or
Aw.
have seen dry bones. Koopa Troopas are things you race in this game because it's Super Mario 64 too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just a joy to play.
Can
If
I also say,
yeah.
I really think the 2D elements
oh yeah, for sure.
are implemented really wonderfully.
Oh yeah, like the cave painting style, kind of style and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Really
It-
cool.
it reminds
I
me a
think
lot
that
of,
that was just a really just smart idea.
Yeah. It reminds me of Link Between Worlds on 3DS,
Sure.
where Link kind of had a similar ability that he could, go into the wall and move around. But here you've got an entire Super Mario Brothers 8-bit level.
Right.
And a lot of those are really cool. There's one that you have this kind of chasm with moving platforms to jump across, but there's an actual 3D version of it, like right outside of your 2D version. And so the 3D platforms coincide with the 2D platforms, and it makes everything very confusing. And it's kind of cool. It's a good
Yeah.
it's a good trick of perspective. I don't know. It's a really good game. It's
Yeah.
Who knew that
Mario would be good.
Yeah, Mario games are good. I've thought about this for a while, and I'm wondering if Mario Galaxy or Mario Odyssey is Game of the Year.
Yeah, I've been wondering if, like, as I've playing it, I'm like, Breath of the Wild or Odyssey, which is weird because, like, Mario's been my favorite franchise for a really long time. But Breath of the Wild was so good and such an adventure. But
the thing-
Odyssey, I don't know.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And I'll probably maybe we can expand upon this like in like our year-end episode.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking that like Breath of the Wild is an entirely new Zelda experience. Everything about that game turns a lot of the serious stuff on its head, and it shakes up Zelda to an extreme that absolutely rules, and the series needed very, very badly. Mario Odyssey really doesn't do a whole lot new. It just does everything Mario really good.
Yeah.
Like, the capturing enemies thing might as well be a suit,
Yeah.
that you find at a Toad house.
Sure.
And like the clashing art styles is really cool, but that's Super Mario Land 2 on Game Boy did clashing art styles. And the controls are very Mario 64. But it takes all of these things and blends them together in a way that is just definitely the best they've ever been. Bar none, this is 100% the best 3D Mario game.
Yes, absolutely.
And you'd have to give me a year to say if it's the best Mario game of all time. It is the first week, but it's damned good.
And I don't want to touch on it for too much longer because there are other things that we want to talk about.
Sure.
But I did want to talk about one other thing about Odyssey. Well, two quick things. One, the animations for Mario have never been more adorable. Whenever you hover over save in the fucking menu and just that really happy, excited smile that Mario
his
does.
Facial expressions, like even in the cutscenes, are just real fun.
Yeah, they're just so awesome. I think they're adorable as heck. And then the other thing is the map itself being a travel flyer for the world that you're in. I thought that was a really nice touch. I just really liked that design a lot.
And it actually gives you hints about...
It does. And
allows you to find some secrets that you wouldn't otherwise find.
Yeah. So it's just like little things like that. This game does all the details correctly. But yeah. So anyway, I think that's probably good for our Mario Odyssey discussion. Matt, is there any other games you've played that you'd like to talk about?
Never.
Okay. Nikki? No?
I lived vicariously through others.
But now you can actually play the game.
I could.
Yeah, or you could just have bought it and never play it. It's your choice. Yeah. that doesn't sound like you. Okay, there's one game that I played. I also played Stardew Valley, but we talked about that on this show a lot. But I really am enjoying it. The game that I played that kind of surprised me is a mobile game, and I played it to its completion because this is a mobile game that you can beat. It's it's the Stranger Things mobile game.
I heard that was really good.
It is actually fantastic.
Cool.
It's has the feel of like a 16-bit era RPG. That is just, instead of using a D-pad, you tap where you want to go and you tap what you want to interact with. But it does not try to sell you shit. It's free and you get the entire game. And it's a whole lot of fun to play. You get a whole lot of characters that you can play as and switch between at will after you unlock them. And they each have their own ability, which leads to some really clever puzzles. Some of them are actually really quite difficult. The art style is really good. You kind of play the first season, sort of, but some things are incredibly different about it. So it's not necessarily going to spoil you if you have not seen season 1. You probably should still see season 1.
Just because it's damn good TV.
It's a great show. And you will be spoiled on some little things. My disappointment is that Steve is not a playable character.
What?
Yeah, he's the best character in the show, but he's 100%. Not a playable character. But the kids all are, and then some that I don't want to give away. There is a character from season 2 in the game, as that didn't become available until after Season 2 was released. When you find this character, don't pursue them until you've watched all of Season 2. That may spoil a little something for you if you haven't seen Season 2 yet. But
you should watch Season 2 because it's damn good TV.
It's really good, yeah. So, yeah, I was really surprised with how full this game was. Now, I did play it to 100%. It is a free mobile game, so 100% did only take me 9 hours. But
that's not bad.
It's not 9 hours for a mobile game is not
still a lot.
Yeah. And one that never tried to microtransaction me one fucking second. And I don't even think you need an internet connection to be able to play it. So it's something you could play on a plane.
I bet it wants you to get a Netflix subscription.
Well, yeah, okay. So it's trying to sell you Netflix, I suppose, but they don't shove it down your throat. And there's no, if you would like to keep going, spend $5 or anything like that.
If you would like to continue with the Stranger Things game, make sure you watch The Get Down on Netflix.
Yeah, but the extent of the advertisement for Netflix is on the title screen in the upper left corner. There's a Netflix logo, and that's it. So, yeah, the game is really good. It's available on iOS and Android, maybe also Amazon, I'm not sure. So if you've seen Season 1 of Stranger Things, I highly recommend you download this game. It is not very big, and will give you at least 9 hours of enjoyment. So, there you go. Okay, so let's go ahead and how do you guys feel about just go ahead and going right into the games and skipping the news
I love it. I love
Let's do it.
All right, so let's get into the games. Okay, so Nikki, I went ahead and put you up first, I believe.
Yeah, looks like you did. Yeah.
So why don't you tell us about your game? Also, theme this week, as I said at the beginning, prehistoric games. Nikki's up first.
Oh boy, that moment when you realize I have done no research about my game.
That's me every week, so don't worry about it.
So I played Chuck Rock.
Okay.
It's a really old game. I think it was released on I don't know, the Amiga first, but it also came out for the Genesis and the Super Nintendo. I don't think it came out. It came out for a bunch of other systems that most people didn't have. But Genesis and Super Nintendo. So I will say that the controls kind of blow.
Well, that's not
the
odd
hitboxes
for.
They're very weird.
Oh no. Yeah.
We'll see. You have 4 buttons on the Super Nintendo controller. You only use 2 of them.
Cool.
2's all you need, man.
Right?
I suppose that's true.
All right. So anything else you want to say about Chuck Rock?
Let's watch.
Okay, let's watch.
I like this too. Oh man, it is rock.
For a minute.
Okay. What?
Unga bunga.
Chuck, come on, that's reductive.
Right.
Cavemen are offended by Unga Bunga.
So your moves are basically move. You hit by thrusting your stomach out. Unless you're jumping, then you kick. But sometimes you can't forward jump. You just can't. Sometimes the controls don't allow that for whatever reason.
That's really frustrating.
Super frustrating.
Sometimes you just can't move. The end. Fun factor 2.0.
I think that means the game was poorly made.
There are areas in the game where the strategy, I'm pretty sure, is to damage boost.
That's cool. Speedrunner's game.
Right.
Look at this fucker. What is that dinosaur doing?
Bops his head in time with the music. That sound effect when he thrusts his stomach is
That's his belly bump.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Is that how he's gonna start every level?
Yes.
Oh boy.
This is Bubsy, except he doesn't know English. I can't believe none of us played the new Bubsy this week.
Oh boy.
I can.
Have you heard about that game?
No.
We talked about it on the show last week.
Right.
I've heard that it's a thing, but I haven't heard anything else.
Yeah, supposedly, it's the worst one.
How?
That's a pretty high expectation considering all the others.
Wait, okay, I'm sorry for distracting us with Bubsy talk. Fuck just happened with that pterodactyl?
Dude?
That pterodactyl existed solely to bring me to that platform. And if you noticed earlier, I couldn't actually jump on a platform. I had to damage boost to get onto it. So you notice there was a heart here, and I had to damage boost across. And the reason for that is there's an area that's very good, like you can easily soft lock the game.
Oh boy. His face when he gets hurt is completely uncharacteristic of his normal drawing.
Right?
I really enjoy the sound of pterodactyl. I wish you would never kill any of them so that they could go for just hours.
There's a moment I think because I did this. I found out the soft locking thing the hard way.
Oh no!
It might be in this video. But you have multiple flyer like I guess they're pterodactyls on the screen, and my goodness, is that annoying as hell.
That dinosaur, the one with the head bobbing, is easily the best thing in this game so far. Agreed, Beryl. God, what is that? That looks so bad.
It's really awful, right?
So this is the Super Nintendo version?
Yes.
Okay, because, I mean, it doesn't look very good. I mean, the colors are nice.
The physics are very strange. And like I said, the hitboxes are very weird. There are things that will hit me from, like, underneath the platform.
What are you standing on? What is this fucking meat continent you live on? Why is the ground red?
It's, you know, prehistoric times. You know, everybody lived on hot dog land.
Like, what? Oh, no, here's this guy. Hey. Oh my god. I remember renting
sometimes
this.
You try to jump and move at the same time and it just doesn't happen.
I remember renting this game as a kid from, like, Movie Gallery or something, and being just very, very upset that that had happened to me. That they had committed such a crime by letting me rent this game. You can't get back up there?
No, I have to damage boost.
You have to go through the acid? The acid where all the fish have died, by the way. Like, the ocean just turned to acid. This is some kind of biblical plague. Oh, you did it.
This actually takes place in modern day, and that's the acid from all the pollution.
Yeah.
Chuck Rock is a normal guy.
It's the twist at the end of the game. M. Night Shyamalan's Chuck Rock.
I'm trying to see if I can maybe climb up these vines or something, and you can't.
Seems like there's a lot that you can't do in this game.
Oh yeah, it's stupid. So I'm trying to figure out like how to get up because you know, you've got that dino thing over there, but like you can only step on his tail, like you fall through him otherwise. And so I'm just trying to find like anything that might.
Oh shit!
And then I find this.
Oh.
Can you chuck rock?
Yes.
Shit! You chucked rock.
I did it. I figured out the title of the game.
And then you kind of humped a pterodactyl for a little bit.
Yeah.
Man.
But like figuring out how to like pick up the rock again is painful.
What do you press?
Up and attack, I think.
Okay. Why not just have a dedicated button? There's extra buttons on the Super Nintendo.
There are two extra buttons, in fact. Yeah, the developers, I don't think. I mean, I don't know.
You said it was an Amiga game first, right?
Yeah. I guess that makes sense then.
But wait, didn't an Amiga have like a keyboard?
Did it? I never had one.
No, that was a UK thing, but like, I thought Amigas were computers, basically.
Probably, yeah.
This is a port of the Game Watch version.
There's just one button, it's an LCD screen, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Wah.
I'm not really fully sure what's going on in this game, but
Me neither. I don't really know what the objective is. It's like a platformer, I guess. But
So you wait. So you smashed that one egg back there, and were you trying to get the cool items inside?
I wasn't
but-
sure if there was an item or an enemy.
But it was just egg yolk.
did
Oh, no,
Jelly
that was
Dinosaur
there
just
when
kill
I
you?
came up to it. And so by this time, I've decided I'm bored. Not bored. I'm sick of this game. So I just want to see the game over screen.
Sure. Show me Chuck's headstone. Bonga bonga.
That's not a headstone. That's the level again.
Yeah.
The punishment for losing is having to play again.
Yes.
I wonder why we haven't seen more Chuck Rock. Oh, that's boring. That's bad.
Yeah, where's
Cool.
that Chuck Rock sequel we've been waiting on all these
Yeah.
There is a Chuck Rock too.
years?
Is there?
Yes.
For what? Is it also Super Nintendo?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Well, let's not play it. Agreed? Agreed.
Next time on Prehistoric Games.
Yeah.
Chuck Rock 2. All three of us.
No. All right, Nikki. Anything else you want to say about Chuck Rock?
Don't play Chuck Rock.
Yeah.
Cool.
Seems kind of rotten.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
All right, Matt, you're next.
All right, so here's the deal. Our theme was prehistoric / caveman games. So I went to Steam and I typed in the word caveman and and 8 games came up. And so I went through each of those games and I was like, which one looks like the most fun to show off on a streaming YouTube video game show? And I came to the conclusion that I wanted to play Caveman Warriors,
Okay.
which is a game that came out just this past September.
Oh, so this is a new one.
Yeah, and it was apparently a Kickstarter game. It's made by a new Spanish developer by the name of... Found their website, and I wanted to find the name of the developer, but I lost it. Jandu Soft. Which is from
Jandusoft?
They're from Barcelona, and they had a Kickstarter for this game, and apparently it was successful. It is described as, quote, an arcade-style game.
Sounds like a whole lot of fun, Matt.
So when you got descriptors like that, how can you lose? Forget about beating the game in an afternoon. The difficulty will make you go back in time and revive those 80s arcades, where only the best could manage to reach the end of the game. Do you enjoy gameplay twists? Welcome home then. From riding dinosaurs, what's that? Welcome home. From riding dinosaurs while shooting pineapples to a raging rider boss. Doesn't that sound crazy enough?
A
wait until
raging Reiner boss.
Ryder, not
Okay.
Carl Reiner. Doesn't that sound crazy enough? Then wait until you find out the dimensional portals that will make you ride an aircraft. Does that include an aerial boss battle, you're wondering? You're damn right.
Okay.
You can get this game on Switch, Xbox One, PS4, and Steam, which is where I played it. It is basically kind of a... You ever played Joe and Mac?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it seems like a love letter to Joe and Mac in a lot of
Interesting.
ways.
I didn't
which
hate Joe and Mac.
I absolutely adore Joe and Mac. I think that's the good Data East game.
I was going to play it, but I played it a lot as a kid, so I figured
Same.
that was cheating.
Yeah, I played both Joe and Mac games a lot as a kid, and they're wonderful. This game, well, you'll see.
Okay. All right.
Right.
Let's play.
Okay, so Caveman Warriors, one of the things that stands out about it immediately is that this is not a one-player. This is not a two-player game. This is a 4-player game.
Huh.
What?
You can play up to 4 people simultaneously.
Okay.
However, I'm playing by myself, obviously. And so if you're playing by yourself, you still control all 4 characters.
Okay.
So there's a little bit of a Lost Vikings to this,
Okay.
and that you switch between the 4 because they all have their own unique abilities.
All right.
So there's some that's Joe and Macca's babies, 100%.
Oh, it is.
Wow.
And they
This is
get kidnapped
definitely
by
a
the
love
spaceship.
letter to that game.
Yeah, and so here I am, and I'm immediately kind of turned off by the animation. I don't really love it.
It's a little gravity intensive.
Yeah, I don't know. It really seems like something that was made in like Game Maker or something. The animation and art style to me seem a little amateurish.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like
as-
it's not drawn by like
Yeah,
a super professional.
and I mean just the way the limbs move, I don't love it. I also the controls are okay. I can do a super jump by pressing up and jump. Each character has their own attack and weapon, and their life bars are actually also different, but they share life. And so when you switch characters, they still have the same amount of life, I guess, proportionally.
Okay.
And when you kill guys, food pops out of them, and that's fun. I decided I wanted to be this lady with the spear for a little bit. They all have names, but none of that matters. And you can use the triggers to do special attacks. The right trigger will do something that's normally with your weapon, and the left trigger will normally do something that's kind of magic based.
Okay.
Both of them use your stamina meter, which is the blue meter underneath your health. And it's pretty cool because each of their special attacks does some different stuff. So you're going to see one of them a lot more this game than others. I drowned a monkey, so that was good. Yeah, the blue-haired guy shoots a monkey out, and I definitely threw it in the water, so we're not going to find out what time soon. The enemies are ruthless and terrible because that guy just drowned himself, and so did I.
Caveman can't swim.
And it puts me back at the beginning of the level, so we're going to speed run back to where we were. But yeah, no, the enemies, once they see you, they basically just charge and or go into pretty predictable attack patterns that are kind of annoying.
Yeah, man. There's not very much variety thus far.
No, I mean, there's this lady who, she throws
She's a
fish
hammer
bones. Yeah. And then we're going to do some platforming here. But this is just the first level. You can also jump on enemies to kill them, which is good. As with any platformer, you should be able to jump on enemies and kill them.
It's a staple.
Agreed.
Holds down together paper.
That was the one thing you couldn't do in Chuck Rock was jump on enemies.
Yeah,
What
there
the
you go.
fuck, Chuck? And so she can use her spear to climb the wall, and I'm like, well, how? Oh, if I throw it, and then I can use it as a platform. Oh, yeah, that's pretty neat.
Cool.
Yeah, no. It's around this point that I kind of start turning around on this game. Like, I was definitely not but I don't know, there's some cool ideas here. This is not a bad game by any stretch of the imagination.
Your checkpoint is meat.
Yeah, you have a little meat checkpoint, which is kind of like me in real life. So I'm gonna throw a monkey at him, and it causes this monkey field where they rock out.
What?
And I'm
Did
like,
you
well,
say whether you had to pay for this? I forget.
I did pay for this, yes.
How much, if you don't mind?
So that's another thing that so this is and so it's fairly cheap.
We lost your
But-
audio for a second when you said the actual price.
Oh, I didn't say it yet.
Okay, all right.
So this is a new game. It's fairly cheap, but I don't think it's worth this.
Okay.
I paid $15.
Oh, wow,
yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking 8.
I'm thinking, yeah, this is a $10 game.
Yeah.
And I know that's an arbitrary differentiation, but it doesn't.
Really not though. When you're paying for something, you kind of have a certain expectation of what you're gonna get based on what you're paying for that game.
Sure, but I mean, like, what
AAA
makes
titles are all about $60 because you
Yeah.
expect them to be really good, and they have high production value and things like that. a $20 game, maybe it's an indie game, and they want, butts in the seats or whatever. $15 is a pretty decent amount of money for a super indie game.
Yeah.
And admittedly, one that, the tile sets are very like, sort of modern NES, but not that creative.
Right.
That
the
boss,
movement
man.
is very like slow, super gravity intensive.
I mean, I guess my point was like, what makes a $10 game and what makes a $15 game?
Sure.
Like that's such a small differentiation of price that like, I don't know what in my head makes this more of a $10 game, but it feels like it to me.
Well, no, and it's interesting. Like you and I had very similar price points, sort of in mind. So I mean, obviously, there's something where it makes sense that there's a difference. I can't necessarily pinpoint what that is, though.
Sure. Yeah. So we made it through a lot of things. Cody, you were pointing out that boss. Was it because I made?
It's because you made him Russian dance.
Yeah.
With the monkey, and also like he was kind of a creepy little giant boss.
Oh yeah, no, he's it's a very strange looking character. Here's our piranha plants, because every game's gotta have piranha plants.
Sure.
But I figure let's make him dance. But I guess the piranha plant is immune to that. So
That
we'll
plant
just
does
jump
not want to boogie.
Yeah, we'll just jump down and kill it. It's fine. Quack. And these sound effects are not nearly as good as Chuck Rock, but they're decent.
No, I mean, but what is?
Right, yeah. I would love to have more Chuck Rock sound effects. I wish this was a love letter to Chuck Rock instead.
Right?
Boom, nailed him.
Spear Lady seems like the best lady.
Oh, by far. Yeah, she's got a, when you're close range, she's got a range attack, and far away, she's got a ranged attack.
Yeah.
So, which is ranged twice. That's what I said. It's late, guys.
It's alright. The monkey is an interesting mechanic.
The monkey seems a little OP.
Yeah.
Just because, like, I can basically distract any enemy.
Yeah.
And not have to fight them.
Except for the piranha plant.
You were saying in the that the description had something about how it was extremely difficult.
Yeah, I'm not finding this extremely difficult.
In your playthrough?
And I don't think any part of the game that you'll see very difficult per se.
Sure.
This part was the first part that kind of annoyed me. But even then, like, I got through it pretty quick. And I would say, like, even for, like, I feel like I'm pretty good at video games. Even for someone who's not good at video games, I think this would be a pretty acceptable difficulty.
Undyne, Queen of Thorns.
Yeah. So we got our first boss battle. And I'm like, oh no, her little peggle knee opened. And we want to go up and wail on her eye just like any good Zelda boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I decided to switch to the yellow cave lady because I hadn't used her much at all.
What is her power outside of hitting you with meat?
So she does a big swing
Okay.
with the special attack button. So I think it does more damage. I'm just gonna do a charged attack basically. This boss fight's fine. Would really like to have, and this goes for the entire game, just any kind of memorable music.
Yeah.
Just the sound leaves a lot to be desired. But I do like this in that I can keep attacking it after it's dead and getting items.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh yeah, Mario's hat popped out, which is really strange.
All right.
And we're done.
Achievement unlocked.
Level 1. Yeah. So we're gonna head into level 2 then. Want to give you some more of the Caveman Warriors. By the way, I don't know why Caveman Warriors is not just like, Dynasty Warriors-esque game.
Right?
Right?
Because I would play that. But one cool thing is, like, the second level is straight up a very different looking level. I was worried it was going to be kind of like the last Caveman game I played on here, which was, I think, Wonder Boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which I played that for Skateboard Week a couple of months ago. But this one definitely seems a little more Joe and Mac because of pterodactyls.
Yeah.
So this guy has I thought it was a shield, but you have to move to make him do a charging attack. Boom! Nailed him. And like, I don't know why, like, the egg had a soda in it. Like, Pterodactyl, did you have sex with a soda? What happened?
She had Dr. Pepper, and it got real busy.
Hello, rarer Pepe. This is not a cartridge game, but it actually could be. It's on Switch.
Yeah,
if they wanted to do if they wanted to do a physical release, they could. I'm assuming it's probably a similar price on
I would imagine, yeah.
platforms. The Switch games get an upcharge sometimes too.
Yeah.
It's probably because they have to pay Nintendo, maybe.
Probably, yeah.
I believe the cartridges cause the price to go up a lot of the times.
But I mean, like, even the digital-only games are more expensive than, like, their PC counterpart.
Are they?
Yeah.
What are those glowing... Are those glowing rocks anything?
They're just light.
Okay.
Yeah. Not like the game was especially dark or anything.
There's very little reason to be anyone other than Spear Girl and Monkey Boy.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be the green dude charging attack in this level, but otherwise, yeah. No, Spear Girl is just definitely 100% the best character. Oh, I missed the jump, but that's fine. If you fall down a pit, it is not instant death unless you are out of health. So we'll call that a damage boost.
All right, sure.
And here, there's just like the level kind of goes crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening. I think I'd be very annoyed with those pterodactyls after a short while.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shit,
that thing again.
Yeah. But I can just run away. It doesn't. You don't even have to fight him.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, and I found a bonus level. Okay, cool. That's neat. Let's just keep going. And here I decide, you know, I think maybe I'm done.
All right.
I might be done with this game. So I want to see the game over screen, as is Cartridge Warriors tradition.
Sure.
But we talked about how this game is really not that difficult. It's because dying's hard.
Yeah, like you should be able to fall down those pits and die immediately.
Right? Shouldn't you? Like, I can't think of a game where you fall down a pit and it's like, oh no, you're fine. It's cool, baby.
Yeah.
Just get back on the horse and start riding. It's fine.
I mean, initially I thought, okay, that's kind of cool. Like, you know, if you get that sort of extra chance. But like, it seems like they give you a lot of extra chances.
Yeah. I don't need this many chances.
Is that magical caveman disc?
The hand holding is a bit too much.
And so the game over screen is just your person gets like a pox. The end.
All right, cool. All right, so did you return that game after you were done and get your money back?
I did. Caveman Warriors is not a bad. It's definitely no Chuck Rock. I would say it's pretty aggressively average.
Right on.
Yeah.
There's some neat ideas there. I really like the switching characters, but I wish they were. You know, why would I ever use anyone who's not the spear?
Right. Unless they force you to for a puzzle.
For someone who, like, maybe a kid.
Yeah. Sure.
Who's, you know, maybe is starting to get into games, or maybe doesn't have fully developed motor skills.
I can agree with that.
But yeah.
A nice starter game.
Right.
But yeah, Cody, tell us about your game.
All right, so I played a Super Nintendo game called Prehistorik Man, and as I played it, it felt very familiar, to the point where I was fairly convinced that I maybe played it for the show in the past, but couldn't find any evidence that I actually did, so I went ahead and kept the footage. So yeah, basically you run around collecting food because dinosaurs stole all your tribe's food, and now you have to go get new food. And that's pretty much it. Also,
Okay.
from Titus Interactive.
Oh no.
Yeah. So
The
so
fox.
the fox is back. At least one more
Did you learn
time.
nothing, Cody? If you see the fox, take back the box.
Dude, apparently I did not take that advice to heart because I decided to keep the box and play the game. So let's just get into it.
All right. So that's not how you spell prehistoric.
No, they spell it incorrectly.
I feel like that's sort of a Titus special, though.
Yeah.
So there are one Prehistoric Man, then
Yeah.
Chuck Rock 2, Joe and Mac 1 and 2. That's 5 caveman focused games on just the Super Nintendo.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is there a caveman games on Super Nintendo?
I don't think so. I think that's just NES.
What are some other caveman focused games on just that one console?
Was there a bonk?
I've
I
played
think there
this.
was.
I've played this on stream.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I played this on a Super Nintendo Roulette episode.
Oh, maybe that's why it sounded or it felt familiar.
This theme makes me wish there was a terrible Thunder Lizard Super Nintendo game. I've always wished for that.
Are they in the Eek the Cat game?
It never hurts to help.
Yeah. So you can run like a dog. This guy kind of acts like just kind of like a slacker or something, like just some guy who would normally be sitting on the couch in his underwear eating Cheetos and playing video games all day. But now he has to go out and beat up some critters.
So, like, you're trying to collect bones, if I remember correctly?
You're trying to get food in general. Bones
Okay.
are a part of it.
Hey, you got a food.
I got a giant cake.
I don't remember this game being half bad.
It's not terrible.
Like, you move really fast. I like that.
Yeah.
Like a dog, he moves pretty quickly.
And there's some, like, clever dialogue.
Yeah, I try skipping through a lot of it, but
That transition sucks, though.
yeah,
It does.
it's at least slightly difficult.
Sure.
Like you'll get hit, you'll lose a full heart. To refill that heart, you have to collect 4 small hearts.
Okay.
And that little thing there is a restarta, which is where you is like a checkpoint for when you die.
Oh, that sound is hell.
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love you, baby.
Rah, 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 rah. Yeah, I mean, that's the people in this game. The animations are actually pretty smooth for
Yeah,
a
no.
Super Nintendo game.
What's your shout? Tell me about your shout, Cody.
Yeah, I never use it.
Okay.
I didn't really even realize it was there until towards the end of the recording. When I was actively trying to die.
So you're killing these big old werewolves
Yeah,
and making their bones fall out. You're hitting
Yeah.
them so hard.
yeah, and those bones count as a food.
I'm into this game.
Because you beat them so hard that their bones fall out of their body.
Yes.
It's pretty violent when you think of it that way.
All right, Sam. Your name is Sam?
Yeah, your name is Sam.
I thought you were a prehistoric man.
You are, but like you'll even notice like you totally collect McDonald's French fries at one point in this game.
just like in prehistoric times.
Yeah.
Just like in Caveman Warriors and Joe and Matt. And like, what is the obsession with putting anachronistic food in caveman video games?
Right?
Wonder Boy had that as well. Oh God.
And yes, the prehistoric cowboy hat was
Lovely.
very
yes.
lovely. Yeah.
I would buy one, but it's encased in amber, so
It would be a very sticky hat to wear.
yeah.
There's another giant cheeseburger. Jumping is a little bit hard to gauge in this game,
Sure.
especially for like a part like this where you have to be very precise.
Isn't that like Bobby's toy from Bobby's World?
It does! It looks like Bobby's little stuffed spider. I don't remember his name though.
Spidey.
I don't think that's true.
Anthony.
Anthony the spider, yeah.
Yeah. Music seems pretty generic.
The music's alright.
It's alright, yeah. The sound effects are where it's at though, man.
Except for the ladies' voices.
Yeah, except for the sexy cave ladies, but like I like your jump, I like your hits, I like your death scream. I like their death
That
scream.
reminds me a lot of Sonic.
Yeah. I would actually say there's a decent amount of this game that reminds me of Sonic. But with like a punch, you know, just your speed. The fact, man, I bet speedruns of this game are really cool.
They probably are.
Are there speedruns? Of course there are.
There's speedruns of every game, Cody.
Almost certain there are speedruns, sure.
If there are speedruns of Bebe's kids.
Yeah, that's true.
There's at least a task, which is
Alright,
very strange.
so I found a new weapon.
Okay.
Now I can throw 2 axes.
Oh shit, you're Simon Belmont. All right.
Yeah, man. Prehistoric Simon Belmont.
Yeah, Beryl. This seems very Genesis-y. Did this game get a Genesis release?
That's a good question.
I feel like Titus didn't do a lot of Sega stuff.
Let's find out.
God, that grunt when you kill him is great. Like, geez, it's so guttural. It's so visceral. Just, it's what I imagine when I think of a cave chipmunk dying in real life.
That sounds terrible. So I'm trying to get a spotted lion pelt.
Okay.
So I'm obviously going the correct direction.
There are leaderboards for this Prehistoric Man speedrun.
Heck yeah.
It was SNES and Game Boy Advance.
Okay. Oh wait, GBA?
Yeah,
So they like re-released this.
I guess
like,
so, yeah.
6 years down the line.
And DSi. I got a DSi release.
That's probably like a virtual console thing, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I would assume.
Oh wait, did you run out
I
of
ran out of axes and it killed me.
Oh no.
So I decided I'll give it one more go.
Yeah, dude. I have a strange inkling that our video games went in reverse order of badness.
I
or
think you may be
goodness.
right.
Like, we definitely started with the worst game. And then I feel like it's maybe the best game we've seen this week.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a lot to like here. I don't know.
This sounds like a weird caveman game show music.
Yeah. Like, the music doesn't fit what's happening.
No.
But I don't know what caveman music sounds like, so...
What fucking world is it where the best game of the week is a goddamn Titus interactive game?
Not one that I feel comfortable living in.
Yeah.
2017's already been pretty fucked up.
Dude.
Alright, so you're back in the Lion's Den?
Yeah,
There
and
was a save point right there.
yeah, and I had gotten it
Why didn't it work?
because I got a game over.
Oh. Alright, watch out. Let's try and save some of these Tommy
Well,
Hawks.
now that I know I can run out of them, I'm trying to be a bit more sparse with their use. The only
Sure.
thing is, like, there are 2 ways to run. You can hold up and forward, but that was proving difficult for me to do.
Yeah.
The other way is to hold your attack button, but in order to do that, you have to first press your attack button, which then throws the axes.
Yeah, okay.
So
So you're losing an extra axe every time.
Yeah.
Here we go. Kill some lions.
Yep, I made that lion a dead one.
I am hyped to see more dead lions.
Dead lion hype!
Hype.
Greetings from Dead Lion, Germany.
So I decided to just fucking skip all this shit and get right to the spotted lion. With my last heart.
Oh. Look at that guy. He looks like Marsupilami.
Yep. And I got him. I killed him.
You did it.
Nice job.
Now his skin is for me to wear. So now,
Whoa. Damned pathetic, really.
yeah, like there's cursing in a Super Nintendo game.
That old man said a swear.
He did.
He did a swear at you.
So this is kind of a bonus stage.
Is that cheese?
That's the lion's pelt, isn't it?
Yeah,
You turned the lion's pelt
I
into a
thought
hang
that
glider?
would be cheese.
yeah.
cheese is funnier.
It would not work very well as a hang glider if this was Swiss cheese.
You don't know. It's
Caveman didn't know
aerodynamic.
any better.
There's
Yeah.
holes in them in it.
Yeah, for
So-
letting air go through and fly you better.
So I decided I wanted to see the game over screen. So I just killed
Sure.
myself.
Oh no.
You had 15 credits. My goodness.
Yeah. And yeah, just bouldered to death.
Man, you even got a good game.
I did. That was definitely the best game over screen of the week.
For sure.
So yeah, the game was actually pretty fun. It's, not a great game, but it's definitely better than the things
it
you
seemed
guys
fun
played.
to play at least.
Yeah.
There's a lot to like about it, like I said.
Yeah. So that's it. Shit Game Award goes to
Nikki. Chuck Rocks
Yeah.
was bad.
Congratulations, Nicole. You did it. You Chuck rocked that
High-five
one.
me.
All right, so this is pretty much the end of our show. But Matt, before we go, we need to know what we're playing next time. What we got?
Sure. So don't hop out of your time machine just yet, time travelers, because we have another era that we need to go to before we go back to the future.
Okay. The
Luckily,
present.
we packed the correct supplies, so put on your hats and saddle up, partners.
What?
Because this is a theme we've never done before.
Oh,
man, let
boy.
me grab a hat.
That's not. That's not.
That's a beanie.
It's a beanie. It's a hat. Shut up. It's a nice hat.
The,
All right,
the
well,
bit-
hold on to it.
So we're doing hat-based games. No, I feel like the bit was obvious. Westerns. Western.
How
games.
have
I
we
don't
not
think that
done
was
this before?
I don't know. We haven't done cowboys.
All right, Sunset
So-
Riders.
Cool, good pick. Yeah, great game. Please, someone play that. So yeah, anything with cowboys in it, you're
Can
good
I
to go.
play Mario Odyssey with the cowboy costume on?
You
does that
cannot.
count? Okay. Well, shit.
No. Yeah.
All right, everybody. So that's what you have to look forward to in 2 weeks. Until then, I am Cody Coleman. With me, as always, is Nikki Wright
Did you click on me?
and Matt Crua.
Then you click on Nikki because we switched names at the beginning.
Oh,
of the
that's right. I
episode.
forgot. I did it wrong.
Yeah.
But we'll just stick with what I did.
Okay.
Till next time, don't die. But what should they do, Matthew?
Keep on blowing.
That's true. Bye, everybody.
That's me. Okay.